Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you a really nice elevator for 1.12. I'm again joined by Methods.
Hello.
And this is again a Yama elevator. We've already shown one during the snapshots, which was broken. So the Yamas are really useful because they're tracked server side, which makes this elevator super reliable. It's also a really fast elevator. It travels at 20 blocks per second. So Methods is demonstrating it. So it's really super fast. This is a little bit odd mechanic. But yeah, so this is it's actually 240 blocks high, and it takes about 12 seconds to get up. So now to just step off the Yama falls back down again, and Methods is just going down with this drop chute. There's a slime block below, just hold down spacebar. Yeah, the Yama is catched by the water, so it doesn't take any damage. Let's try it in first person mode. Game at 0, so you can see you don't take any damage. So you have to step on those pressure plates. Those trapdoors here just keep the Yama inside so it doesn't go out. Then click on the Yama, the trapdoors will turn off, the pressure plates, and now you glitch upwards. Okay, so at the top there's a string that detects the player, and as long as you activate tripwire, the piston under the Yama stays extended. So in order to get off, just dismount the Yama and press forwards. And there you go. To get down, you can choose one of those sides, hold down space to counter the fall, and we're back down again. For the speed and so on, this elevator is also quite compact. As you can see here, it's absolutely easy to build. And yeah, it's a really good elevator. One of the fastest elevators in 1.12. Alright, so yeah, credit where credit is due. So this behavior was, I think, first shown by Goose has a channel in an unlisted video, so that's why I can't link it, I don't find it. Methods, want to explain what happens?
Yeah, so basically the lowest piston and that block will start pushing you towards this solid block here. And since 1.11 they added a new behavior that if you push an entity and there is a one high block, then it will jump that block up. And this is exactly what we are abusing here. So this lowest piston here pushes you towards that solid block. You will jump up, and in the same game tick, that top piston here will also push you on top of the iron bar, which basically just leads into you have one push and you go up 2 blocks.
Mm-hmm. This would also work for the player. Maybe Methods can get in there. Okay, but it wouldn't be useful to try this with a player because there's always there's client server desynchronization, so it wouldn't be reliable. With the Yama, it works 100% of the time. There's actually also a way to make it faster. Who discovered this or showed this?
This, as far as I can tell, was discovered by JakeThe GearHeart and shown on Acheron's Rivers channel. And basically, it's the exact same bug. Just in the same tick, but on a different update, we also move this iron bar upwards. And this way, we basically can glitch a mob 3 blocks upwards.
Mm-hmm.
Which then makes that whole elevator thing even faster, which, yeah, we're going to show now.
Yep. So we build up a version over there. Can we get a Yama? So this would be a 30 block per second version. So we have a spiral staircase. Wiring is quite simple, but it doesn't look as nice, and there's also the issue that we can't get the Yama down in the same drop chute. So we just build up this mock-up here. You can see the Yama goes up a little bit faster. You could also ride it, but it's not really pretty. We've been messing around the last days on our creative server, and Ether actually showed a really nice version, which is a bit more complicated than the 20 blocks per second one. He will show it soon on his channel, so yeah, stay tuned. Then what we should also mention is that it only works with Yamas. If it would try a pig or something else, they don't do the auto jump for animals. Also the Yama fits nicely in a 1x1 hole, so horse also wouldn't work, or we haven't tried it yet. It would require more space, so Yama is probably better for this task here.
Yeah, further on, the Yama is also the only mob you can actually ride that is calculated server side, so horses aren't calculated server side.
Yeah, they changed it at some point.
Yeah, everything else would just be 1 block high, and that is just too small.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really need something that is at least bigger than 1 block and can be mounted by the player and is calculated server side. Otherwise, you will always glitch through or it will just not work.
Yeah, at least it's also finally a use for the Yamas.
Yeah, finally one use that isn't based on a bug.
Okay. Okay, tutorial time. So the amount of items that you need to build this elevator, of course, depends on the height of your elevator. At least I put all the item types that you will need to build this elevator in this chest here. Of course, the amount of sticky pistons on will depend. Okay, so now let's build this up. Actually, because I think this is a really easy elevator to build, I'll try to record the whole tutorial in one take. So first, you need 2 upwards facing dispensers next to each other. So of course, you couldn't use water in the nether to break the fall of the Yama, but you could use a slime block instead. So in the nether just use some slime blocks instead. And now we need trapdoors here, which will keep the Yama inside, and pressure plates. The type of pressure plates and trapdoors doesn't really matter. Then next we need pistons below, facing in opposite directions, and server in front of the sticky piston. Then a repeater. Then here we have a block and a redstone dust here. This dot also powers this block here. And now we actually need a slab right there, and a glass block, a powered rail on top, and then observer powering both dispensers. Okay, now let's continue on this side. Another repeater on full delay. Block here and there, dust on top. Then a sticky piston facing upwards right there, and an observer on top. Here we go down again. We need 2 repeaters on full delay. Then block, repeater on default delay, sticky piston there, and server facing that direction. So it's important to have a slab here so it doesn't get powered in this position. Alright, so the bottom part is already done. So now we need to build 2 columns of sticky pistons on both sides. Of course, only 1 column per side. Alright, like this. Then we need a block that doesn't suffocate you, like a glass block, and then either iron bars or glass panes. Okay, here we have an alternating pattern, so 1 glass block, then iron bar, and then 3 glass blocks, iron bar, and so on. Same on the other side, just we start with 3 glass blocks, iron bar, 3 glass blocks, iron bar, like this. Then one of those sides of the sticky pistons is built up 2 blocks higher, and the top 4 glass blocks. Okay, so now in the back, here we can place down some blocks so it looks a bit nicer and covers the redstone. It's optional, of course. You can also keep this open. And then we need some stairs because they don't suffocate the player, which is important right there. So I placed them in this direction so it looks a bit nicer. So the surface is flush from the other side. And so on. Okay, now let's continue with the redstone. So now we need a dropper in this position, and here we need a repeater on full delay, powering this block, dust on top, and you need an comparator. Okay, here basically we have an alternating tower, so always observer, dropper, and so on. Observer, dropper. Okay, so now let's do the other side. We have a redstone dust, and again, repeater on full delay. Going to the block, and dust on both blocks. On top, the comparator, and at the bottom, the repeater. And this pattern will repeat itself. So I'll build it up once more here. So comparator, repeater, the bottom one. Blocks in the back, dust, and repeater on 4 ticks. So here we go over right there. Dust, repeater, up and down, and over. And the top one the comparator, and the lower one the repeater. This is just important for the update order. Okay, now it's actually just one left. I'll just quickly build that up as well. So top we can actually use a normal block now. Repeater on 4 and dust. Okay, and now the next part is we need to set up a tripwire hook. And some string. Like this. And here we put down a block on top and dust. Okay, so this will keep those pistons extended until the player dismounts the armor. Okay, now I actually forgot where to get out. That was it for the one take. Okay, so I found the height of the platform to get off. It's right here. Here you should also place down 2 glass blocks again, seal it off. And now we need to place another block, 2 blocks above, and I need a trapdoor again. So this prevents the armor from getting out. Okay, so you can use those blocks here as a drop chute. I added slime blocks here at the bottom. Of course, it's also optional if you want to use water instead. But I guess the slime block is, good solution for this problem. Let's put a little platform right here. I actually noticed that I made a mistake here in the back. So I reversed the order. The comparator always has to be on top and then the repeater lower. Okay, so this should work. Now we need to put empty buckets into those dispensers and add water right here. Then you need to get your tamed armor. Also seal it in so it can't get out at the bottom. And here you also need to add some non-suffocating blocks. Actually also would be nice in this layer to keep the armor inside. Okay, I got some hay bales. Whoops. Okay, at least this part already works. Okay, let's tame it. And let's try out the elevator. Step on the pressure plates, mount the armor, and up we go. And to get off, press left shift and forwards. Actually glitched out to the side here because I haven't completely sealed this off. So now we put blocks on top. Then we need one more layer, otherwise it would get suffocated. Like this. Okay. So those are the drop chutes. Let's try this again. If you glitch out to the side again. And this time it's fine. Alright, so that's it. It's a really nice elevator in my opinion. It's 20 blocks per second. As said, check out Ito's channel. He will show the 30 blocks per second version soon. It definitely requires more effort than the 20 blocks per second version, so you have to decide for yourself what's important to you. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.